When I was 5 years old, this guy just ran out of a building and he shot my mom's close friend. He shot him right in his chest. And my mom asked me why am I crying and stuff like that for, you don't even know this person. Later on, I found out that person only owed him $10 and he killed him over $10. I knew at that moment I didn't want to live my life like that.
Travis came to us from a real deplorable situation. Not only his family, but the environment in which he lived in was, I would say, probably one of the worst that we've seen. And when he first came here, he was quite angry. He was a young man that was in fights constantly, and he understood life to be that you fend for yourself. If you need something, you take it. That was the lifestyle that he had to have from where he's from to feel safe.
I was going to school for a little while and then I started smoking weed. We went to go fight rival gang members and we got caught for it and we got kicked out of school. I just wanted to make change. And I knew if I got out of Chicago, I could make that change. My auntie, Sarah James, we went to church every single Sunday with her. She was a big impact on my life. She's the one who took me out of that environment. Sarah James is the reason that I ended up at Jubilee.
Jubilee is a residential boarding school for struggling teens. They're from 13 to 18. We work with males who are struggling with some aspect of their life. And our job here is to help transform them and give them another chance for an opportunity to succeed in life.
When I first got here, it was just like being in the middle of nowhere, and I seen these trees. I literally thought apples just fall from trees. I didn't know you had to grow them and stuff like that. And then we get out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad.
I think it was within his first couple months he was ended up in juvenile detention because of a fight that he got in. And I remember picking him up from juvenile detention on that day, and he'd said that I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep having to respond to my anger by fighting. I could really see that he was saying, you know, my old life needs to stay away. I really want to welcome and embrace the new skill set that Jubilee is offering.
By being in the middle of nowhere, I could build a stronger relationship with God.
The role of Christianity is really primary to what we do. Our mission statement is providing that Christ-centered environment where youth can find new beginnings. It's important for us to offer chapel every morning, devotion in the evening, and let them see role models. Give them some stability and knowing that they're caring adults with a sense of faith that are there alongside of them, and hopefully that they also desire to follow in those same footsteps.
God has always been a part of my life. I always knew He was there. Well, like 3 weeks before I came to Jubilee, I prayed to God and I asked Him, please, could He help me get out of Chicago? And I never really called on God before, but the situation that I was in, I was so desperate. 3 weeks later, Kiwan, my cousin who came to Jubilee before I did, called me and he told me, did I want to come to Jubilee? And I just started bursting into tears. And I was like, yeah, I want to go to Jubilee.
We were able to make a connection with him, and now you look at the young man and it is just amazing. He's taking on that servant leadership approach. He is now choosing to serve other young men that are coming. Travis knows what they're going through and he can walk them through that. That's how he knows Travis will be successful, because he's choosing now to give out of his skill set as opposed to just advance for himself.
Being at Jubilee has allowed me to get back to school finally, get back to playing basketball, and it helped me build my relationship with God.
He has achieved so high in every element of our program, academically, socially, athletically. He's done amazing. Every area has been successful since he's had that transformation period.
I went home last year for Christmas break. I went over to my grandma's house. My uncles and my aunties, they was all smoking weed around me and stuff like that. And my auntie, Sarah James, she wanted to keep me from around that stuff. And I'm like, no, what's that gonna do for me? I want to be around it. I need to overcome this. I can't keep running away from it.
He could either have a whole lifetime of being in jail, or he could have a whole lifetime of being successful, being content, and really being someone that others can be proud of.
What I want to do in the next few years, I want to go back to the projects, and I want to work at some ministry to help like out kids, and like I just want to share my testimony, like what I've been through, and I just want to help them not to go down that path, that same path that I did, and be the leader that I knew I always was.